Veterans Day often marks the middle of the best days to hunt in southern Illinois. It usually falls before the lockdown phase, while the number of does in heat is still rising every day. Bucks are their most vulnerable while they're seeking these does, giving us our best opportunity yet to kill them. The hardest part now is capitalizing on those opportunities. On the 11th, Nate heads deep into his farm to set a funnel set that he saves for the perfect conditions.
Hey guys, it is November 11th, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans we got out there currently serving or retired. We thank you guys for your service. Veterans Day is a fantastic day to be in the woods, as any deer hunter knows. This morning, me and Canyon are sitting in a funnel. We've got my big CRP field here, about 50 yards away from us. We're in one of the corners on it. Got a big saddle coming off of the corner of that down to this green bottoms here. This is a stand that I sit just a time or two a year on days like this. It's very difficult to get in back here. It's not worth trying to push in back here very many times. So we wait till conditions are right, and then we'll come sit here for a really long time. So anyway, that's the plan today. Surprisingly, we got in here completely perfect. We didn't bump any deer that we know of. Nothing took off on us. We got in here just fine. So hopefully that is a great start to the morning. We've not seen anything yet. I expected to bump deer the whole time and have deer around us the whole time we were trying to set up. But so far they're not. They are probably all out in this CRP. And then they'll come in here, and I expect them to come here and bed on these ridges later on. So anyway, we'll see what happens. A lot of sign coming in. There were scrapes all along our path coming in here. I didn't want them to use our path, but they do, of course. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Stick with us. Thanks for watching Fall Pursuit. Might be 35. You're good with that. Just get it out of the way.
One day later, I climb back into a ladder stand on Dusty's farm, hoping to finally lay eyes on a shooter buck.
Alright, it's the evening of the 12th now. I'm back in the same spot I hunted this morning. Had a really good sit. There was a lot of movement early. I think I saw 6 different bucks this morning. A couple good young ones, nothing. I did see a 4.5-year-old, the one I passed over there in the L stand. but nothing, no shooters. There's a lot of activity though, so I'm hoping we'll see the same tonight, but maybe some more mature deer. I was gonna sit just north of that L stand over there, but down here, even being southeast of this food plot with this wind we got, I think if there's bucks breaking off of does, there's ones searching for new does, they're probably gonna come down here and check it. Of course, there's the hinge cut also a little bit east of me as well that they'd be able to scent check really well along these main trails. There's like 3 or 4 trails that come together right down here in front of me, so it's a pretty good little hub. Both sits that I've been here this year have been good. I expect this evening to be good too, so fingers crossed maybe one of these shooters will work their way in and I'll get a crack at them.
After seeing Palmer for the first time 3 days earlier, Nate decides to head back to the home farm on the 14th.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is November the 14th. Sitting in a tree with Canyon this morning on what we call the South Plot. Just right at first light, I've already missed the buck that we were in here to try to kill. And there's one other buck in here about like him, but he's the one that we have known has been here all year. Me and Canyon saw him, 4 days ago? In the morning, about a quarter mile from here. We had him at like 45 or 50 yards, but he never would come out of that thick stuff. Yesterday morning and night before last, we had him on camera over here. He was in this little woods messing around, him and that other buck. The other good buck just showed up, which he showed up exactly this time last year too. So anyway, both of those we knew were in the area. We were hoping that one of them would come by this morning. Palmer, that 9-pointer, he already came by, but I missed him. I might have skinned his back. But anyway, he was getting ready to get down where we thought he could smell us, and in classic Nate fashion, I rushed the shot. He's okay. He just ran out there and stood in the field for about 10 minutes, and then he's disappeared out there. So I certainly didn't hurt him. I might have skinned his back a little, but he'll be okay. He'll keep chasing them does. So anyway, we'll sit here and see what happens. November the 16th was the day I missed the 6x5 last year out of this tree. Ended up killing him with a gun out of this tree. So I guess here in the next 3 weeks, maybe I'll kill that buck with a gun out of this tree. Or one of the neighbors will have him dead by then. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm glad I didn't hurt him. But missing always sucks. Well, I guess we're gonna go home and lick our wounds now. At least I will. Missed Palmer right there at first light. We've not seen too much other than him. We had a doe messing around in the edge of the plot for a long time. Then a doe and 2 fawns come in, kind of skirt the edge of the woods up this way. And then there was one other doe came in. She came through the plot. Kind of came out of a thick spot behind this big red tree behind me where we can't really see. And she slipped in here, and then we think it was this 4-year-old 8-pointer that was behind her. He might be 130 inches. He really don't have much for brow tines. He's a deer that I kind of thought I might shoot to try to get out of here. That's the first time I've seen him on the hoof this morning. But he was behind her. But he didn't come in. He turned around and he trotted back out across the weed field. So anyway, our wind all morning long has been shifting from west, coming around northwest, and it's very much out of the north right now, which is not good. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here before we do any more damage this morning. Our spooked Palmer, don't think I hurt him at all. I might have pulled a little bit of hair off of him. He don't have any idea what's going on, I don't think. Just rushed that shot. I get too excited. But anyway, I had my chance. I'm happy that I had a chance at one finally. I've been hunting for 2 weeks now. Fairly hard. So anyway, we're going to slip out of here, go eat breakfast down the road, and figure out what we're going to do this evening. We didn't know if we need to come in here this morning or go to a different spot about 300 yards away, so I guess we picked correctly. This time last year, me and Canyon, we both had kind of rough mornings. Like I said, this is the tree I missed a 6x5 out of on the 16th last year, the 14th today. So anyway, I mean, this is the middle of the rut. Also don't know what he was doing. Very surprised he didn't have a doe this morning. So anyway, that's just rut hunting, I guess. So stick with us. Hopefully we can get on something this afternoon. And thanks for watching Fall Pursuit.
Had a really good sit. There was a lot of movement early. I think I saw 6 different bucks this morning, but nothing, no shooters.
Just right at first light, I've already missed the buck that we were in here to try to kill.
The best days of the season may be behind us, along with some great opportunities, but that doesn't mean more aren't to come. Bucks are still seeking out hot does, and they are still as active as ever in daylight. With the gun season rapidly approaching, though, the pressure to fill our bow tags is on. The challenge will only become greater once the pressure from the firearms hunting has taken its toll. The coming week may be our last best chance in our fall pursuit.